Have you ever wondered why your mental, emotional, and physical state could be off? Well, ask yourself, am I actually getting enough rest? Am I actually getting quality sleep? Am I actually getting enough quality sleep? And be completely honest with yourself. Completely honest with yourself. Now, why do you need to prioritize sleep? Why is this absolutely crucial, not only for your health, but also for your overall happiness, your physical and mental abilities? Why do you need enough rest for your body to function at peak capacity? The amount of quality sleep and rest that you get directly correlates to how well your body and brain are going to function throughout the day. Okay? If you do not get enough rest, and if you do not get enough quality sleep, you're gonna notice your emotions are more than just flying around all over the place. Your thoughts are more than likely running crazy, and your body feels weak and lethargic. Now, look at your emotions. Are you being highly emotional? Like more than normal? Okay, my lady friends, I understand. Trust me, I'm a female too. We have crazy hormones. Are your emotions kind of all over the place? Are you feeling more irritable? And are things around you triggering you more? Are you feeling sad, depressed, anxious? Think about it. What is your emotional state currently? And ask yourself why. Same goes for your body. Do you feel weak? No energy? Tired? Feeling exhausted? Sleep deprivation literally impairs your brain. You know that saying, you're not you when you're hungry? Pretty sure we all heard that Snickers logo, right? Well, honestly, you're even worse when you're sleep deprived, okay? So here are just a few examples of what sleep deprivation can do for you. So you become more forgetful. Your ability to concentrate is weakened. You are much more accident prone. You have much less focus. Your ability to handle stress is weakened. You'll experience depression, anxiety, increased irritability, poor judgment, lack of motivation, memory issues, mental health disorders, diminished sex drive. Oh man, this is just a handful of things that sleep deprivation will do to a person. The list can go on and on and on and on, okay? Now, let's look at some of the emotional effects that sleep deprivation can cause and why. So, lack of sleep leads to the shutdown of the medial prefrontal cortex. And this is the part of the brain that helps manage your anxiety. At the same time, when this is being shut down, sleep deprivation causes the brain's emotional regulators to become overwhelmed. Okay? This combination results in you becoming more overly irritable, stressed, and unable to navigate your emotions like you should be normally. Now, let's look at the effects of sleep deprivation on your rational thinking. Okay? So, the lack of sleep affects your amygdala, part of the brain. Okay? This part of the brain, it's also known as the fear center of the brain, and it alerts the body to protect itself during times of danger. Okay? With sleep deprivation, this part of the brain goes into overdrive, and it shuts down the prefrontal cortex. Your prefrontal cortex is the part of the brain that's in charge of your ability to think, to reason, to make decisions, and it alerts your brain of something real. Okay? Now, when this part of the brain is overridden, your logic and your reasoning become extremely impaired. Again, the list can go on and on and on, right? So, here's a few reasons of why you need sufficient and quality sleep and rest. Okay? You actually act like yourself. You actually think like yourself. You actually feel like yourself. You're able to utilize your emotions, your mind, and body the way they're meant to. Your emotional issues lessen. You're in a much better mood. You're actually able to think clearly. Your body feels better. You do things better. And you function better. Now, you may ask yourself, how can I get better sleep? So if on average, you get good sleep anyway, then for you, you just need to track the sufficient amount of hours your body needs to rest. Some people can get away with 6 hours. Some people need 9 hours. You need to figure out how many hours is perfect for your body. And every night, you need to get this amount of sleep to be at peak performance emotionally, mentally, and physically. Okay? If this means saying goodbye to your family gathering early, or not going out with your friends, or leaving that work project for tomorrow, then do it. Don't even question it or second guess it. Just do it. You know why? I'll give you a second to think about that. Because you are going to be a lot more clear-minded, have a lot more emotional clarity, have a lot more physical energy, and have a much more larger mental capacity. And when you have all these things, you're going to be at peak performance, which means you're going to produce things at peak performance. Okay? Now, some people may ask, how can I improve my actual sleep quality? I've had many people come to me and tell me that they just cannot turn off their minds and their thoughts are always racing. And I've actually noticed this in males more than females. So why does this happen, right? It's actually extremely common, very, very common. But more than likely, you are in stimulation overload. Now, what is stimulation overload? You basically have way too much information coming in and not giving your body, mind, and emotions enough time to process everything before pumping it full of even more information. Okay? Your body, your mind, and your emotions need time to process information. You need time to process information. Now, how can you let them process information? So here is a really good exercise for everyone and anyone to do during any point of the day. And I personally highly recommend doing this every day. I have seen significant effects that it has on people, and myself included. So all you need to do is sit down or lay down and do absolutely nothing. Yep, you heard me. Literally do absolutely nothing. Consciously, wide awake, just sit down or lay down and do nothing. No phone, no TV, no talking. Just sit down and do nothing. Let your mind and let your emotions wander. Okay, let your mind race. Let your mind, let your emotions process everything that's been going on lately. Okay, now this is your first time. It's probably gonna be uncomfortable and overwhelming, and that's okay. because there's going to be so much going on. Again, I'm going to reiterate this. It is totally okay. Just let it happen. Let your mind race. Let your emotions do their thing. All you gotta do is just be still. No new information in. Let yourself process what you already have. Okay? Do this for minimally 15 minutes. 15 minutes is a bare minimum. I personally would recommend doing this for 30 minutes at a time. I do it for 30 minutes at a time. If you do this for 15 minutes, then I would highly recommend doing it at least twice a day. Okay? At least twice a day. If you do it for 30 minutes, once a day is totally fine. I believe you are more than welcome to do it more, but I believe that 30 minutes is totally fine. Do this for at least 1 week. Do this for at least 7 days. And you're gonna see massive results. Massive results. I would recommend doing this basically for the rest of your life. But start with 7 days. The proof is in the pudding. Okay? Just try for yourself and see the results. You will notice that when you give your mind and emotions time to process, you're gonna feel very decompressed. You're not gonna feel like a pressure cooker that's about to explode anymore. Okay? Remember that there's only so much information that our minds and emotions can handle at one time. Okay, that's why you have to give yourself time to process all this information that you have consumed thus far, right? It's like when you eat food. There's only so much food that your stomach can handle before it needs a break to digest everything. So you have to stop eating it, right? Right. Common sense, right? Same exact thing goes for your mind and your emotions. There's no difference. You need time to process and digest everything you just fed your emotions and your mind. All the information. Okay? And a lot of the time, just a night's sleep is not enough for many people to process everything. So you need some time during the day as well. Well, then there's also some people that say that they don't have time. Well, find time. Make time. You need to prioritize, right? If it's important enough for you, you're going to prioritize it. That's that. Realistically, like that's that. If something is important enough, you will always prioritize it. Oh, doesn't matter. Remember that you'll be more productive and a much better functioning human being when you do this. You'll feel happier, you'll feel more upbeat, you'll think a lot more clearly, you'll make better decisions, you'll feel better physically, you'll feel more motivated. The list can go on and on, my friends. When you prioritize your sleep, you prioritize your health. And when you prioritize your health, you'll be able to do more, provide more, and get more out of yourself. That's a fact. When you have health, you'll be able to spend more time with your family, your loved ones, and more time doing what you love. Am I right or am I wrong? So prioritize rest. Prioritize your health. Your life literally depends on it. Alright? Now, if you found benefit in this video, follow and subscribe for more tips and tricks. Give it a thumbs up and comment below and let me know what else you would like more helpful tips and tricks on. Also, if you are someone who is looking for some one-on-one mentoring and coaching to improve the quality of your life in all aspects, from mindset, emotional, physical, fitness, relationships, etc., Feel free to send me an email below and we'll set up a consultation. Now, spaces are limited, so let's get that going. But I will see you guys next time.